Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So I thought I'd come on with a bit and piece video. I've done one of these before. They'll probably become a bit of a series. It's sort of when I have lots of bits and pieces of things I want to discuss or show you. And it's not really enough to make a video out of just the one thing. Now, firstly, a matter of importance that I would like your help with. I've had a lovely viewer comment that she's having issues watching my videos. Her video stalls and her TV switches off and on again after a few seconds. And if she watches the whole video, it will happen a couple of times throughout the video. Now, and it only happens on my videos, so her TV does not like my videos. Now, I'm wondering if any of you guys have had any issues like this as well. So if you had, could you please comment and let me know? Because, of course, I'd like to sort out what the issue is. And if it's an issue that a number of people are having, then obviously there's something wrong with my editing or something that's causing these problems. Now, I will be upgrading hopefully one of my PCs soon, and I'm hoping that that will sort this out for this lovely viewer of mine, because I can't for the life of me think of what it is. I was editing on a high-powered computer previously, and then I had to go to a slower one couple of months ago. So I don't know whether that's caused problems or whether it's the editing or what it is. So, but yeah, I definitely would like to know if anyone else has been having problems. So please do let me know. Now, next, I did want to talk about the fact that there was a whole lot of stuff I wanted to do this month. And then due to circumstances not within my control, I got a really late start this month, and so I'm focusing on my design team project and a journal that I'm making for a dear friend of mine, because they're the most important things I have to get done. But I was hoping to do some of my paint by numbers and my diamond dots and cross stitch as well. Although there's no obligation for me to actually finish those on camera, so I can take my time with them. So the idea is not to stress and enjoy doing them. But I did want to show you that I have actually started a couple of weeks ago. I did start my paint by numbers. Don't mind my crude way of prepping it. So I've just got some clips holding it onto a piece of card at the moment. And it sits on my little computer desk because that's tilted a bit. I can't have my laptop on there at the moment because my laptop's not working, so it just sits tilted on there, and when I've got time I sit and paint. So I've done 2 of the colours so far. I did look up how to do them because I have no idea, and they did suggest that because I'm left-handed I work from the top to the bottom and the right to the left so that I don't go over the work, what I've already done, and smear it everywhere. So it was handy to read about that. I'm using the medium brush. I had 3 brushes with it, so I'm using the medium one. I think the fine one would just be too fine. There is a lot of fine detail in this, and it is quite difficult for me. I do have a magnifying light. Now, I can't really work looking through it, but it's great to look through it and just read the numbers and double check things. I also read a great tip about taking a photo of this before I start so I can double check numbers, because it's amazing how you actually paint over a number and then you're not sure exactly where you're meant to be painting in. So that was a great tip, to take a photo of it first that I can look back on. So I've done, the 2 colours, which it's hard to see that there are actually 2 colours in that because the colours match so well and blend together, which is really, really cool. So I've never done one of these before, so it'll be great to see when it's finished. So I'm hoping to be able to motor on with that next month. Everything's getting pushed to next month now. Yeah, and get some of the diamonds dots done and start on some cross stitch. I also have a couple of more little things coming soon to show you, which will be exciting. But as I said, there's no rush for me to get these things done, so they'll be just done bit by bit, and I'll be able to come on and show you my progress as I go. But I am really enjoying this when I do get to it, so it's going to be great fun. And I think when I finish this one, depending on what it looks like, as long as it's not a dog's breakfast, I might invest in another one because, yeah, great fun. So I'll just put that to the side. Then another thing that I was meant to be working on this month as well was my son's journal. So that's getting pushed to next month as well. But I have been doing some preparation for it. Now, for October, I chose a number of kits from Which Craft Do You Do, and I did my cinch journals, but I did choose an extra kit that I thought was awesome and that I would use in my son's journal. I had been thinking about what to do for some of the pages in it. And I come across their Grunge Papers Mega Pack Set 1, and it has 70 pages. And no, I did not print them all out, that's for sure. But I did print out a few because I thought that'd be absolutely perfect. So I wanted to show them to you. So I printed out these ones. Let me just separate the colours a bit here. So they're just the most awesome pages. Now, of course, I could and I will in the future do my own pages, but I am a bit time poor and energy poor at the moment. So I thought that these will be great fun to use. And I don't think I'd ever get them that cool. They're all look like they've been all crinkled and inked and just really, really beautiful and grungy. I printed out these because I'm doing 3 signatures. It's going to have 4 signatures, but one's going to be dogs that he likes, which are huskies and German shepherds and that sort of thing. Another signature will be wolves, and another signature will be foxes, because I was sort of arguing in my head how I was going to put all these things together. So I thought I'll just do separate signatures. Then the 4th signature will probably be like an art journal signature type thing. So I think these ones will be for the dog signature. They're just going to be sort of in between pages to go with all the rest of them, just to add a bit of nice colour and grunginess. And I've double-sided them, so I printed them on the photo mat and then I printed on the other side as well. But the colours are just amazing. So I think there's about 10 that are this style. And then there were these beautiful ones. I love these, and I thought these would be perfect for the wolf signature. Aren't they gorgeous? And then for the fox signature, there were these, which have the reddish brown tones in them, which I thought were amazing. So I printed these ones out as well. So I think they're going to be really cool to add to his journal. And I wanted to show you just the difference in the prints. I was struggling a bit at the start because initially I printed them out on just my normal copy paper. And look, I was quite happy with them. And I thought, yeah, that's cool. Until I thought, look, I'll just see what it comes out like on the photo mat. There it is. And look at the difference. And I saw that and I said, it has to be on a photo mat. So I did that. But then they started coming out like in this sort of colour, which is very different from that. And it's the photo mat still. And it's like, what is going on? And then I thought, well, I just used refills to fill the cartridge. And then I thought maybe this was printed with the proper cartridge without being refilled, and maybe refilling it sort of changes the colours up a bit. So I went and got another colour cartridge and put it in, and yep, they come out with the reddish colour again. So it was just refilling it. I was getting the cheaper, like just the refills and squeezing the ink in myself. And that's how much it changed the colour. So it's amazing how just these little things can change the colour that much between them. And so that is the one on my normal copy paper, and that's the one on the photo mat. There is a huge difference, but they both look cool, and you might prefer this for certain projects. So it just sort of depends what you're looking for, really. So I'll still use all these other ones. They're going to be for ephemera and other projects if I don't use them all for ephemera and other pages in Jessie's journal. But I just wanted to share that with you. I watched a video by the lovely Sonia Steptoe a month or so ago with her taking apart some clothing and showing us how she cuts it up and uses different pieces to make little embellishments for her journals and that. And at the time I was cleaning up my fabric cupboard, and in it I had bags full of clothes and bits and pieces I picked up from the secondhand store that were bulking up and taking up a lot of space. And I thought, well, while I'm watching her, why aren't I unpicking some of this stuff? Because then I'll have these little bits that I can use, and I might be able to organise it so it's not taking up so much space. So I got to that. And I thought I would share with you just some of the bits that I got off of the clothes and that. So there was this lovely piece. Isn't that beautiful? And so whatever they come off of, if it was plain and I didn't think I'd use it for anything else, then it would go. I don't think I actually did discard much at all. I think most of it went into my material section. So I just took these bits off and folded it up for the material. Yeah. Then there was this. I've got stacks of this, and it's such a beautiful colour. Now this all come off of, I think it was a heart-shaped pillow and then 2 pillowcases. And it had this around the edges, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And they were taking up so much space. So I unpicked all of this. And they were quilted as well, and that's why they were so bulky. And so what I did was sent the actual pillowcases, once I'd taken this off to my lovely friend Pam from Just Add Lace to make some of her clutches out of. Now, I have shown you Pam's clutches before. I'll grab one in a minute and show you another one so you can see what I mean. But yeah, just stacks and stacks of this come off of those. So I'm more likely to use it now that I've already unpicked it, because if I have to unpick it when I want to use it, the likelihood of me using it is low. So I'll just grab a clutch to show you. So these are the types of clutches that Pam makes. Absolutely beautiful. And she uses placemats to make these, but sometimes if she can't get hold of the placemats that she needs, she will use other materials, and she has done a few with that sort of quilted material before as well. So if you like this sort of thing and you're looking for something like that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, contact Pam. I will put her YouTube link down below, so you can message her on her YouTube and get her email address. And you can also check out a whole lot of her clutches on her YouTube, because she's done a few videos showing some of the ones that she's been making. If you see one you like, you can just message her and discuss it with her, and yeah, buy one from her, because they're absolutely gorgeous, and I find them great for storing my appliques in. And then I put them in a drawer. So it was great because I was able to take the pillows apart, send a couple of the quilted bits off to Pam to hopefully reuse sometime, and then I got myself all the pretty bits for future use. And then I've got, this was the heart-shaped one, so that didn't come from the heart-shaped one. Can't even remember, it was that long ago. So I took that apart. I thought there probably was some lace around it. But anyway, it's a beautiful fabric that I can reuse. I might tea dye that or something, because it is a bit old. I think it'll come up really nicely. And then there was a heap of this. I'm not sure if that came off of the pillows and that as well. But it's amazing what bits you can get off of these. You know, you pick up something for $2 from the second-hand store and get that amount of that stuff and a whole heap of this stuff. It's beautiful. So now I can put it all away because I've had it sitting in this tub for about a month collecting dust. There's some beautiful lace. Came off of a shirt, I think. I think this is a children's little dress. It was a bit dirty in some areas, so I've just taken off the bits that I wanted to keep. I think that was about the only thing that I actually threw out some of. But I kept that piece because it was very pretty. Might have been this that was around that heart-shaped pillow. That looks familiar. And I threw the inside of the pillow out because that had seen better days. A little bit of lace. Yes, I love this. This came off of a t-shirt as well, so I've put the fabric away in my green fabric bin. And I've got this beautiful lace. Be nice in a nature journal. So when I go to the second-hand stores, I always look on the racks. They usually have a few racks out the front of the discount clearance pieces. If I see any lacy pieces on there that are going for 50 cents, $1 or whatever, I will grab them. This was another shirt or something that had this piece on it with the little pearls. That would be nice on a cover. Massive piece. It looks like it would have come up a wedding dress. It didn't though. Some shirt or something. It's got bling on it, but beautiful bits that you can cut up and use. So that was heaps of fun. So thank you, Sonia, for that inspiration. Now I've just got to do something with it. But yeah, go and check out Sonia's channel. She's very talented. I love her work. She just showed a few of her journals that she sold. I think she's sold out of them all. They're absolutely gorgeous, beautiful pastels and that. And she puts so much work into them. And she's just a lovely lady. So, now the last thing I wanted to show you was I did receive a parcel. It's just a little one. This is from Gems Papercraft, whom I'll also link down below. She was having a bit of a clearance. I was getting a whole lot of laces from her last year, I think it was. But I sort of bought one of every colour that I wanted, and I've got enough now. I was finding so many at the op shops, but they're usually your cream and whites, and that's it. And I wanted some coloured ones, so I got a whole lot of coloured ones off of Linda, and yeah, got enough of those. So, but she was having this sale, so there was one thing that she had that I thought, oh, well, at that price I might as well grab these. They look fun to use. So I grabbed a couple of things. So they're these little buttons, and they say handmade with love. And I thought that'd be really cool to add to, you know, if I sell anything at any time. I can always put little buttons that say handmade with love on them. They're cute. Something different. So I got those. Nice pack of them. And then, of course, I have to buy some lace. But I did have some self-control. Just got a little bit. So there are these. And they've got, I think they're cherubs on them. Is that the right way? It's hard to tell. Little mesh ones. Looks like you could probably get away with having them either way. Although they look neater going that way. So they're really cute. So I've got a pile of those. So they can go into one of Pam's lacy clutches. And then I've got these roses. So these are great to cut apart and use as embellishments. So I always just like grabbing a metre or whatever of this sort of thing. Got this beautiful blue lace, the love hearts. And the last one was this pink lace. I think it's that way. Yeah. That's very pretty as well. So now I've got to put all my stuff away. I'm having a day of video making today to get, while my desk is clean, I thought get all my videos done and then drag out my journals to make. Get on with this chicken journal that I'm making tonight. So, although I do have a book haul, I might film that too before my desk gets all messed up. So take care of yourself, be good, and I will see you again soon. Bye.